Uh, we are here to win a Stanley Cup, and there's no other outcome from the next 2 months that could satisfy me. This team is cup or bust. Let me take you through the roster. I mean, it's the best team of all time. It's the best team to ever exist. Patrick Kane, Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield with the +5 on the first line. This was the best line in hockey this season, and it's not even close. Patrick Kane is edging retirement, but he still hit 111 points. We're almost up 60 goals. Wild stuff. Second line, it's not, they won't score a whole bunch compared to the first line, but they're still sexy. Claude Giroux came over at the trade deadline. He played like an absolute monster for us, like that 20 assists. Stud. Sean Farrell in his rookie season, he was a point every 2 games, and that's exactly what we need from him. That's all we need. All we need from Sean Farrell. And then the fourth line, Mr. Consistent, and then Edmonton Oilers legend Samuel Gagne. He just dropped 2 goals in his return to Edmonton the other day. It was like 3 or 4 days ago. I don't really remember. The defense is solid. The defense, if there was one bit of this team that we could improve, it's the blue line. Caden Gooley and York on that first line uh, is gonna do it. Valimaki and Chikrin, who also came over at the deadline, it's gonna do even more than the first line. Chikrin is only here because he's only on the second line. I mean, because of the +2. Like it's a +0 on that second line if we move Chikrin up, and I just don't have it in me to break up Gooley and York. Honestly, like that pair has been just so good all season, so we have to leave them there. Foot and Lindstrom. I don't like to use the term energy shift when I'm talking about defense, but these fellas are the energy shift for sure. They're not here for big minutes. They're just their bodies, and that's all we need. That's all we need. In the pipes, I'm a little bit torn because Adden Hill, he played better than Fleury, but he also only played 26 games, and that's eesh. The only reason Fleury played 61 games is because I left auto goalie rotations on for like the first month, so he got like 25 starts in a row. And he didn't really, like 897 is just not gonna play in the postseason. So we're gonna rock with Adden Hill. If things start to get rocky, then we'll switch the netminders. But Hill, hopefully he can keep it smoothly. Um, One thing I have to say is that this is the year we cannot afford to lose out on the Stanley Cup this year. So we are going to have so many subtractions this offseason from this team. It is cup or bust. And I mean that 100%, but I think we have the roster, I think we have the tools to get it done. We are playing the New York Islanders. Had a wild season, 89 points. This guy's going to be a thorn in my side all 4 games. Lee Peugeot Wallstrom. It's a fine second line. Like their top six is super, super solid. But then compared to us, it falls right off. We are such a deeper team, and we also just have more oomph than they do. I feel confident that we edge them out in the forward department. And then you peek at his stats, and Marc-Andre Fleury was better than him. Like 894, 337 just isn't going to play in the postseason. And then their backup is 77 overall, Jakub Skarek. We win in the goaltending department. We are just the better team up and down the lineup. I have absolutely no worries about this series. Real quick though, I should turn. Whoops, I didn't mean to save. Cancel. I'm gonna turn auto goalie rotations off, just because I don't want that to mess with me in the postseason. Auto rotate goalies off. And then I believe my injuries are still set where I want them to be. I am feeling good. The President's Trophy winning Montreal Canadiens versus the absolute scrub city New York Islanders. Game one. Let's get into it. Round. We scored like 4 goals the entire freaking series. Power play. We okay. Again, boys. Come on. It's a long one, please. Okay. No, never mind. I'm not worried about it. There he goes. There, oh, and two of them, two of them. Jacob Chikrin, the trade deadline acquisition. Kirby Doc, the absolute stud from Chicago. Beauty. That's exactly what we needed. 2 goal first period sets the tone, gives Adden Hill some room to breathe. Second period, I'm feeling good. We are doubling their shots. Power play again. Nothing comes of it. That's fine. That's momentum, though. It's momentum. Another power play. The Islanders cannot stay out of the box, and we cannot score while they're in there. But it's fine. I mean, look at the shots. 37 to 18. I mean, it's murder. It's murder in Montreal, is what it is. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Third period. We're going to close it out. We're not going to choke it. It's going to be sexy. Okay, Bo Horvat. Bo Horvat. Okay, that's fine. Vancouver Canucks legend. He's crashing the crease. Okay, so they tied it. Okay, I'm not feeling good anymore. I'm I'm not feeling. I'm not. Come on, boys. Please score on the power play. Oh my God! Please. All right. All right. Gentlemen sweep. I'm confident. Game two. Back to center bell. Jacob Chikrin leading the team in points. Way to be. I hit the wrong button. I'm an absolute clown. Let's go. Game two. Here we go. We are not choking. Back to back play, power play. Please score on the. Okay. We need some power play goals here, boys. We need the power play to click because that's how we win games. If we're not scoring on the power play, we lose games, and that is evidenced by game one. We had like 27 power plays and 0 power play goals. First period scoreless. Defensive battle of the century. Goaltending duel. Adden Hill is a Hall of Famer. They're catching up in the shots. I don't like to see that. Okay, but we score first. Sean Farrell, his first career playoff goal. Go Farrell for Farrell. Power play again. Come on, there it goes. Patrick Kane, free agent signing of the century, gets us on the board on the power play. We were already on the board, but Patrick Kane got us there anyway. Second period, up 2. We blew it in the third period last game, so let's cross our fingers that we don't do that. Okay, Valimaki. Oh my God, I thought they scored. I thought it was the Islanders, but it's Calgary Flames legend Yusuf Valimaki. That is big. Power play again. Let's go. Nick Suzuki on the power play from the faceoff dot. It's too easy at this point. There you go. Don't score on the power play, but Jack Roslovic gets one back on even strength. If we choke this, I'll be shocked. Come on, boys. Just close it out. 3 to play. There it is. There it is, boys. Game 2. That's a dub. The first Montreal Canadiens win in the tenure of GM Grich and Claude Giroux. I mean, he's not showing up in the goal department, but he's absolutely dishing the basket or the biscuit. And that's all we need him to do. That is all we need him to do to the physics. Here we go. Game 3 in Long Island. Let's go. And we score early. Patrick Kane from the worst angle of all time. Boldu, defenseman, I believe. Walks into the hashies and rips one. 4 minutes in the first. Newhook scores. That's a 3-1 lead. And can we get out of the first? There we go. We get out of the first with no ball busters and a 3-1 lead. Second period. Let's keep this momentum going, boys. We're doubling their shots. We are the better team here in Long Island. Let's go. Power play again for New York. That's 2 in this period, but both have been killed off. They are catching up in the shots. They've overtaken us in the shots. That is no bueno, but we score anyway. It's simply too easy for Alex Newhook. I'm willing to bet Claude Giroux got another assist on that goal. Third period. Let's close this out. Okay, Barzal scores. That's fine. Shorthanded. He scored shorthanded. That's okay because Hoffman, Michael freaking Hoffman, crash in the crease. He gets that goal right back. It's like Barzal never even scored. No ball busters, please. Just close it out. Nice and simple. Dump and chase, boys. Play good hockey. And there it goes. Game 3, dub. Game 3, dub. That's all I'm going to say. Moving on. There he goes. Claude Giroux got an assist, presumably on that Newhook goal. I mean, is he the best Montreal Canadiens? I don't know. Game 4, Long Island. This is the game. There goes Giroux, his first of the playoffs. Power play again. Long one. Oh my god, so long. Okay, and no goals. No goals, that's okay. So long was my nickname in high school. Pivotal game of any playoff series. It's the difference between a 3-1 series lead and a 2-2 series tie. This is the game that you need to win every single time is game 4. Okay, and we're tied. Brock Nelson crashing the crease, and there goes Caulfield. From the hashies, wicked wristy. Because all 3 of their goals, they have been shoving themselves down Adin Ross. But that's okay, because we're tied. Yuri Slavkovsky, and there's a lead. Caden Gooley, clap bomb. Patrick Kane on the power play. Slavkovsky again. Okay, this is what I built the team to do. I built this team to score, and here they are scoring. 10 minutes left in the game. If we win this game, we win the series. 100%. 5 to play. Come on, boys, close it out. And there goes the defensive defenseman, Gustav Lindstrom. Clapper from the blue line. Unbelievable stuff. And that is what we needed. Who got it done for us? Slavkovsky had 5 points on the second line. 2 goals, 3 assists. Giroux with the 3 points. Clinching game at Centerbell in Montreal. Win this game, you move on. Lose this game, you move on anyway. I'm 100% confident. Let's go. Slavkovsky now with a 5-point game has overtaken Claude Giroux for the team lead in points. He is the man of the future here in Montreal. He's on an expiring contract. Sean Farrell, the other man of the future in Montreal, opens up the scoring here in Game 5. They're out shooting us, but we're outscoring them, and that's the bottom line. There goes Patty Kane. Weird ass angle. Probably banks it off the mask of Jakubskar. Is Sorokin injured? Okay, boys, let's not choke this here. Sorokin might be injured. The backup is in the net right now. This is your opportunity. This is where you pounce. There goes Suzuki. I had just bodied him for not getting enough points last game, and there he goes scoring. Can this Hudson Fashion guy like chill out, please? Can he just relax for us? All right, halfway through the game now. We're looking for the tiebreaker. This is ballbuster territory. Want to play power play New York. No goal in the second period. They'll be on the power play again to start the third. Killed. And Slavkovsky, the best player in history. Power play Montreal. That would be big to score, but that's fine. Another one. Another one. Okay, no, that's all good. That's all good, boys. Just dump and chase. Chip and chase. Pucks in deep. Close it out. Okay, Adam Pelech. Who let this man walk into the slot like that? Please don't go to overtime. We are going to overtime, bro. Oh, no. We are going to overtime. All right. We have literally the best offense you could ask for, but here goes Suzuki versus Barzal in the faceoff dot here in Game 5 overtime. And it's won back by Barzal. Breaking it in is Nelson. He's skating around. He's got no room, but he gets it to Dobson. Stolen from him by Caulfield, whose controller disconnected. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's my controller. Oh, hang on. Shit. All right. Kane breaking it in with Suzuki. Looking in the middle, Kaner. Okay. Knocked down by Pelech. That's fine. That's fine. Islanders are going to try and break it out, but we're not going to let them. We're not going to let them. Who the hell is number 32? Claude Giroux. Did not know he wore number 32. He probably doesn't, but anyway. Oh, into the slot for Nelson. That one is stopped by somebody there. That might have been York. Now Gooley up to Giroux. They're trying to work it in. Odd man rush here now. Giroux. Let's go, boys. Anders Lee in the sin. I mean, that's just not allowed, pal. Let's go. Slavkovsky, Doc, and Kane. They're all gassed, but they're all out there anyway, and they're about to send us to the second round, boys. Come on. Face-off win. Nope, we lost it. All right. Casey Cizikas is killing penalties for the New York Islanders. I mean, that's something I never thought I would say, but here we go. Good pass. Love that. Floaty up the middle of the neutral zone on the power play. Gets intercepted. Let's do that more of that, please. Here comes Doc. This is our second power play line. Come on, get into the middle. Shot. Rebound. Scores! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Uri Slavkovsky crashing the net. Picks up a greasy rebound. That's how you score in the postseason, boys. Get greasy. Roll up your sleeves. Pull up your socks. And get dirty in front of the net. And we are off to the second round for the first. And the handshake line. The best tradition in all of sports. Look at that rank-ass beard on Anders Lee. That was disgusting. But we are through. We are through to the second round. After Anders Lee attempted to murder Uri Slavkovsky, and who else but, he takes the penalty and he scores the OT winner. We are through to the second round, boys. Come on. Why do we play in Florida? Motherfucker. Through to Florida. Alright. We gotta do a playoff tree update. So at the conclusion of round number 1, the playoff tree looks a little bit like this. The Jets beat the Yotes in 7 games. And the Ducks, I haven't seen this, maybe the Ducks with the greatest upset in history, beating the Colorado Avalanche in 7 games. Who had that on their bingo card? Vancouver over San Jose in 6. Edmonton over the Calgary Flames in 6. New York sweeps the Penguins. That's kind of wild. They will face the Toronto Maple Leafs, who dummied the Blue Jackets. Let's be real. That's an absolute stomp. Florida beat Detroit, and then we obviously beat the Islanders. So, Jets versus Ducks. Where have I seen that one before? And Oilers versus Canucks. So, at the end of this playoff round, 1, 2, there is a potential for all of the finals, all of the conference finals, to have a Canadian team through. That'd be big. There's also potential for the Stanley Cup finals to be only Canadian, so let's cross your fingers for that. We could have an all-Canada Stanley Cup final in year number 2. I'm not going to say anything, but that'd be kind of crazy if it happened. Checking in on the player stats for round number 1. We were led by Uri Slavkovsky with 9 points. Patrick Kane was 7, and Claude Giroux was 7. And then Suzuki. Everybody is producing. Everybody is showing out. And now round 2 versus Florida. Let me see these lines, baby. Let me see these lines. What are we going up against in Sunshine? Matthew Tkachuk, Alex Barkov, and Gustav Nyquist. Wild first line. Gustav Nyquist, brother. And Verhaeghe, Lundell. Oh my god, this guy's going to be an absolute G. Oh, and they have him locked up, too. Anton Lundell for 4 more years in the Sunshine State. And then former Montreal Canadiens, Philippe Deneau, with his broken-ass nose. This guy, he's not going to be super fun to play against. He's got 5 goals in 6 games. Good lord. Evan Rodriguez, Sam Bennett, Calgary Flames legend, Stefan Noesen, then Nick Cousins, this guy, and Kevin Senlund. So first impressions, we are deeper. We're just a deeper offensive group. We might have maybe the same amount of star power just because Tkachuk and Barkov are just so beautiful together. But just as far as depth goes, we have it in spades. In spades. We're just the deepest team of all time. We only go deep. Forsling, Montour, Sebastian Aho, and Ekblad on the second unit. Holy. Mikola and Lyubushkin. So the one thing that we're noticing, and probably something that we're going to continue to notice, is that every team in this postseason has just three absolute studs on their blue line. Like Ekblad, Montour, and Forsling are just absolute G's. We don't have that type of defensive presence yet, but we could have it soon. We could have it soon. If York and Gooley continue to grow how they have been, we'll be up there in no time. Goaltending wise, it is Spencer Knight and not Sergei Bobrovsky is their starter, and oh my god, oh no. Oh no. Hang on. Playoff stats. 930 save percentage, 225 goals against, and two shutouts. It's not going to be easy to beat Spencer Knight. I'll be honest. It's going to be a tough time beating Spencer Knight. But I believe we can do it. Get greasy. Speaking of grease, let's get it. Center Bell in Montreal, game numero uno. Okay, and Matthew Tkachuk is crashing the crease. I was just about to say that we have to set the tone early, and Matthew Tkachuk beats me to that, but there he goes. Claude Giroux on the power play. Ties it right up. Power play Florida, we kill it. Power play Montreal, come on. Okay, no, that's fine. Okay, power play is going back and forth here. And nothing comes of it. That's fine. I will take... Okay, Mike Hoffman. Beautiful. I was just about to say I will take a tie game after one frame, but then Mike Hoffman scores an absolute ball buster from the hash mark. Spencer Knight probably has to have that. But here we go. Second period. This game is not out of reach for the Florida Panthers. And right on cue, Kevin Stenlund does what he does best. He just scores goals, this guy. Come on, boys. Halfway through the game, somebody just get that lead back. Just get that lead back. I am uncomfortable being tied, especially in ballbuster territory. Okay, it's a one-frame game. Overtime in game one would kill me and my voice. It would not be a lot of fun. But okay. I thought it was us. I'm used to the red team being good, but when both red teams are red, okay, beautiful. Mason Marchment tie game. Mr. Consistent on that fourth line. Come on, boys. Okay, if ever there was a ball buster, please let it be for us. It was not for us. Oh, and two. They got two. Kevin Stenlund busts my balls in game one. This guy is the second coming of Wayne Gretzky in the Sunshine State. It's all right. It's like I said against LA, New York. It's only game one. There are still 4 more games to be played. Game two, no change in setting. This is our barn, boys. Okay, and Kevin Stenlund! This guy! He's going to have me pulling my hair out by the end of the series. Oh my god, and a power play for Florida. A long one, and they score. And it continues. The power play continues. There goes Doc getting one back. Who took that long-ass penalty? Who? Slavkovsky with a double minor, man. This guy is brutal. Second period, down by 1. Like I said last game, 1 goal was not out of reach for the Panthers. 1 goal is not out of reach for us. The league best offense. We can score some freaking biscuits. And on cue, it's Michael Hoffman. Come on, boys. Okay, power play Montreal. Please don't be a double minor. Thank you. Oh my god, we're out shooting them. Oh, and it's a one-frame game again. This is a tight series. These two teams are evenly matched. This one might go the distance. Here we go. Third period. I almost said game 3, but third period, and Cole Caulfield from the Hashies. Wicked wristy, baby. Come on. He might be American, but he's a Canadian to me. Come on, 10 minutes left. Oh, this is entering ballbuster territory here. 4 to play, 3 to play. Come on, boys. Just keep it out of the net. Keep it out of the net. There he goes. There he goes, man. We're going to even the series at 1 apiece. I'm not loving the offensive production that we're getting. I'll keep it 100. 3 goals by the end of regulation is solid, But when you have the league best offense, I mean, you might want a little bit more. That's all I'm saying. Maybe we're a little bit asleep. You know what it is? We had how much rest did we have between games? Do 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 do. We had what's that? 2 4. We had 6 days rest between the two games. So we're a little bit rusty, but we just found our legs there in game number 2. If they can score 6 goals in one game, we absolutely can score 6 goals. We are due for an absolute banger of a game, just an absolute outpour. Game 3. Can they stop just scoring first, please, before I finish my sentence? Like, I would love that if they would do that. And there goes to Evan Rodriguez. Again, bro. This guy's 80 overall. He's scoring unbelievable goals. Okay, and we're tied, just like that. Just like that, we're tied. This is gonna be a crazy. Okay, I would love to not be interrupted by these fake people, but we can't have it all. This is gonna be a series. Honestly, I don't even know what to say. Here we go. Power play. Okay, and power play for us. Come on, please, please, please. 5-on-3. There we go. Patrick Kane, worst angle of all time. Even score. Halfway through the game, all knotted up. 3 apiece. Not a lot of shots going on here, and there goes Barkov. Oh, man, that was his first goal of the series. Ooh. I kind of forgot that they had Barkov because he hadn't scored yet. He wasn't on my mind at all. But now he has scored. I'm worried about him. I'm worried about him. But here we go. Come on, boys. We got to close this one out. And coach mode has been activated this time. We are primed and ready to rumble. Nick Suzuki wins that faceoff back to York. Let's go, boys. Let's just break it. Oh, he's tripped. He's tripped. Woohoo! 10 seconds into the extra frame. Patrick Kane. He might have embellished on Patrick Kane. I'm going to push for offense. I want to end this game as soon as possible. We're going full out. PP1 is completely rested. Let's go. Okay, we lose a faceoff, but that's fine because that puck's in deep. And Caulfield on the rush. He's there. He's there. Out front. No dice. Battle for it, boys. Battle for it, boys. Come on. There we go. Caden Gooley is given the gold glove. They were just announced today, and he was snubbed. I'm not gonna lie, he was snubbed. Here goes Giroux. Just get it deep, man. What are you doing all that for? Just get it deep. Here you go, Caulfield. Okay, you did not need to do that. You did not need to do that. Here we go. Can we just get it into the zone, please? Here we go. On the rush. On the rush. Suzuki. Okay. You could have just shot at Giroux, but that's fine. I won't be mad about it. Put that on, boys. Just put it on. Find it on net. Caulfield, 5-hole. Big save. Okay, that's fine. Drew back to Marchenko. Over to Gooley, and he loses a puck and it's out of the zone. All right, regroup, boys. Regroup. Yeah, go for a change, boys. That's good. That's good. He is not in front. Oh my God! And the puck is cleared again by the Florida Panthers. Boys, we have to just put the puck on net here. Like I'm not even joking anymore. Like, just put the puck on the net. All right, PPD2 is out. Jacob Chikrin up to Slavkovsky, boys. I mean, you gotta get it in the zone here on the power play. Bandit! Woo! If they scored an absolute heartbreaker shorthanded, I might have lost my mind. But unfortunately, Calgary Flames legend. We have a 17% power play in the playoffs? That cannot happen. That cannot happen. Patrick Kane, hold it, just put it on, put it on, boys, put it on. Just shoot the puck. None of this fancy fangle dangle bullshit. Just get the puck on your stick and shoot it. That's all. That is legitimately all I need from you. You go 4 seconds left on the power play. This would be the time, boys. Okay, we lose the face-off, so this is not going to be the time, but that's okay. That's okay. Offensive zone face-off. We're going to get a change going here. Forward line 2-0. Defense number 1. Boys, we're still in it. We're in this, all right? Come on. We just need a bounce. We need a something. We just need to shoot the puck a little bit more. Okay, we're going to lose that face-off again. We also need a face-off win. I forgot to include that on my list. Stream was bugging a little bit. That's okay. Not much we can do. But we gotta penalty the kill, boys. And of course we're gonna lose that face-off. Over to Nyquist. Shot on, it's blocked. Come on, Lindstrom. Just clear the puck, boys. Just clear the puck. Okay, Barkov wins it back to the point. That one's deflected wide. Oh, is he tripped? Is he tripped? No, he's not tripped. He just fell over. He just fell over. That shot goes wide. In front is Tkachuk! Oh my god. Okay. Full pressure for the Panthers. Boys, we just need to clear the puck from the zone. That's all I need from you. That's all I need from you. Face-off win by Gagne. That's what we love to see. And Foot, just get it out, boys. Just get it out of the zone. Or don't. You know, that works too. And they're going to score. Okay, that's good. Why would you play it out? Why did he play it out? Just clear the puck. Please clear the puck. Suzuki. Just get it out, man. Thank you. Thank you. Dump it in. Don't forecheck. Don't forecheck, motherfucker. Oh my god, Montour up on the rush, poked wide. Oh boy. Come on, Verhaeghe over to Tkachuk. Who's that, number 50? That's Foot. Just get it out of the zone. Just get it out of the zone, please. Oh my god. All you had to do was get the puck down the ice. Oh. It is absolutely unacceptable. We lose game number 3 in Florida. We are now down 2-1 in the series. And this is the most important game of the series. It's game number 4. I said it against the Islanders. This is the difference between a 2-2 series tie or being down 3-1. If we lose this game, we lose the series. This is an absolute... Oh, hang on, real quick. Should I change the goalie? Should I give Marc-Andre Fleury the start? Adin Hill, he has not impressed in this series, to put it lightly. But you know what? He's not playing bad. He is not playing bad. He just could be playing better. No. We're not changing the goalie. We're not changing the goalie. Adin Hill is going to ride. Game number 4 in Florida. Lose this game. You lose the series. It is an absolute must-win. First period, we have to set the tone. They have scored first in every game so far. We need to break that trend. We need to. We got to come out of the gate hot. On the power play, we're not going to score. That's okay. And it's us. It is Kirill Marchenko on the third line, busting the balls of the entire state of Florida. We are up 1-0 after the first period. We just have to keep the lead. Okay, right on cue, we lose the lead. But that's fine. That's fine. I'm an optimist, and I'm optimistic we're going to get the lead back. You know what? I'm not optimistic. I'm positive. I'm 100% certain that we are going to win this hockey game. There goes Mike Hoffman. This guy has scored some of the most timely goals of his entire... It's not going to happen. It is not going to happen. Third period numero tres. Okay. Mikola scores from the hash marks, and Lindstrom, the defensive defenseman, ripping biskies from that blue line, gets the lead back for us. Okay, Sam Bennett scores on the power play. Was it another freaking double minor? Because that was a long-ass power play. Oh my god, 5 minutes left. Please don't make me go to overtime again. Please do not make me go to overtime again. Ah! Nick Suzuki crashing the crease. Gets it done with 57 seconds left. Talk about a ball buster. And just like that, with one goal, we are back in this series, boys. I am riding a high. Let's go. Who took that penalty? Okay. Oh, see, we just took 2 penalties right after each other, and that's why it seems so long. Boys, we are back in this series. We are back in this series. We are tied 2-2. We are going back to Montreal. This is our barn. This is our stomping grounds. This is where we play hockey, and this is where we play it best. Game number 5 in Montreal. It is officially a best of 3 in this series. The first team to win 2 gets the glory. Come on. Power play for Florida. We got to kill it. There we go. Another one. Can we stop taking penalties, please, boys? It is the playoffs. Sean Farrell, the greatest rookie in NHL history, and Mike Hoffman. I swear to God, every time I need a goal, this guy just pulls one out of his ass. He's a walking goal in this postseason. Nosen scores with 4 seconds left in the period. That's a bit of a ball buster, but it's fine because we still have the lead. Come on, we are out shooting them. I can't see it, but I know we're out skating them. And Sam Gagner, Edmonton Oilers legend, wicked wristy from the bottom of the hashies. Power play Montreal. Okay, still a dog shit power play, but that's fine. That is fine. 3 to go in the second. 1.5. 30. There it is, boys. Come on. Come on. Ride the hot hand here, boys. Ride the hot hand. Close it out in the third period. You got 15 to play. You got 15 to play. It's a power play for Florida, but you're gonna kill it off. Because while the power play sucks, the penalty kill is the best it's ever been. Come on, boys. Timely, please. Okay, that's fine. We're just the most unclutched team in NHL history, but that's okay. Because with 2 minutes left, 1 minute left, yes! Come on. That is a huge, huge win. We now have 2 opportunities to close this series out. We have 2 chances to send the Florida Panthers home. The Florida Packers is what they should be calling them, because they'll be packing their bags and heading home. Come on, Game 6 in Florida. We need to score first. It is an absolute must that we score first. And the fucking defensive... Oh my god. Patrick Kane on the power play. We finally got it done. But the defensive defenseman, Gustav Lindstrom, with an absolute bullet of a clapper. Power play again, that's fine. I'm honestly not even getting hyped over power plays anymore because of how bad we have been on them. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Just close it out. There he goes. Kirill Marchenko on that third line. The best line in hockey, boys. Come on. I'm not even gonna blabber between the periods. Cole Caulfield, we are up 4-1, 5-1. Come on. Just hold on, boys. Just hold on, boys. This is all I ask. All I want in life is a win of a Stanley Cup. That's all I've ever needed. Power play Florida. We're going to kill it off. Best penalty kill in the postseason. Come on. I'm not even going to yip yap. I got no chatter in my box. Come on. We are up by 4. We are up by 5. Patrick Kane with his second power play goal of the night. Come on. 10 to play. 10 to play, boys. Just close it out. You're up by 5. This would be a legendary choke, but it's not going to happen. 5 to play. Come on. It goes from murder in Montreal to heartbreak in Montreal to heartbreak in Montreal back to elation in Montreal because the Montreal Canadiens are off defeating the Florida Panthers in 6 games, a legendary come from behind. We faced adversity in this series. This was our first taste of difficulty. We were tested, but we prevailed. And this is a young team mixed with veterans just sprinkled throughout the lineup. And those veterans drug us through the mud. And they got us over the hump. 2 goals in the final 2 games of the series. I knew I should have stayed with Adam Ross. And he proved me right. It took 6 games to dispatch the Florida Panthers. And we are going to be facing the New York Rangers in the Eastern Conference Final. And we are facing the New York Rangers in the Eastern Conference Final. Boys, this is where it gets gritty. This is where it gets grindy. This is where goals need to just be crash the crease. I don't even know what I'm saying at this point. We just need to get pucks on net, pucks in deep, short shifts, keep the ice clear, really support our 10D out there. Patrick Kane leading the team at points so far, 13. Then Suzuki, Giroux, Slavkovsky, Caulfield. Sean Farrell, holy hell, he's got 9 points in 11 games in his first ever playoff run. Way to be. Mike Hoffman is doing Mike Hoffman things with 6 goals and 2 assists. Way to be, pal. And then on the defensive end of the puck, it's Gooley, Chikrin, York, Lindstrom. All right, if things get dicey, I'm confident moving Chikrin up to that first pair with Gooley, just because I know he has that offensive output that we can rely on. So if things get dicey, we'll bump him up. Adden Hill, huh? How did Marc-Andre Fleury get an L? He has not started a game. But Adden Hill, 9'10", 272. I was losing a bit of confidence in him in those first 3 games against Florida, but I decided to ride him, and the ride was perfection. Adden Hill, he's killing it. He's doing everything we need him to do. The playoff tree stacks up like Anaheim beating the Jets in 5. Edmonton beats the Canucks in 7. The all-Canadian Stanley Cup Finals are still on the table. The Cup could very well come to Canada. Another thing I'm going to say is that in the last episode, I predicted that we were going to beat the Avalanche in the finals in 6 games, and then they lost in the first round. So I'm a fraud, and I'll accept some choice words in the comments. But let's see what these Rangers are working with. Obviously, we know they're deadly. Panarin, Zibanejad, Adam Fox. Has to have been a blockbuster of a trade. Oh, nope. JVR's been here a full year. Anyway, offensively, like it has been with New York and Florida past, we just blow them out of the water. Panarin rivals Caulfield, Zibanejad rivals Suzuki, but other than that, we are deeper, we are stronger, and we are wetter. Defensively, Adam Fox is not going to be a lot of fun to play against because he had 114 points in the regular season, and he has 9 points so far in the postseason. So he's notice stud on the defense. And like before, we're not quite there, but we're getting there. In between the pipes, it's going to be Igor Shesterkin, and he has been on one so far. He has been unbelievable. He's got a point so far in the postseason. Good for him. But he is 7-0-0 in the postseason. 923, 249. All right, it's going to be a tough task to beat Igor Shesterkin. We thought we had it tough against Spencer Knight. How about this guy who's 7-0-0? Yikes. Does that mean their backup Dylan Garand has played a game? He has. Good for him, and he got a win. Way to be. So they're solid in between the pipes. We have a challenge on our hands. The New York Rangers are a very, very good hockey club. But so were the Panthers, and so were the Islanders before them. I believe in us. I believe in this team. I believe in Patrick Kane. I believe in Cole Caulfield. But most importantly, I believe in Adden Hill. I'm ready to rumble. I am ready to rumble. Game 1 in Center Bell in Montreal. Come on. Times 8. We got to set the tone, boys. How many times do I have to say that? We have to set the tone, and we have to set it early. Score first. Break the ice. Nothing through 10. Nothing through 10. These teams are deadlocked. Adden Hill, the best goalie of all time. Igor Shesterkin, second best goalie of all time. But on the third defensive unit for these New York Rangers, notched this game up at 1. Halfway through the game, it's a 2-frame game. It is a two-frame game, and there goes Kirby Doc with a ball buster. 5:39 to go in the second. Gives us the lead. Can we hold it? We can. Entering the third period of game number 1, the Montreal Canadiens are leading the hockey game. I have seen this story before, and I have not liked how it ended. Can we flip the script here in Montreal? We are out shooting them. We are presumably outskating them, and there goes Calfoot. On that third unit, snips one, and there goes Claude Giroux. Walks it into the slot, and a wicked wristy beats Shesterkin. Marchment, Mr. Consistent on that fourth line. We are going to win this hockey game by a score of 5-1. I love it. The script has been flipped. The Montreal Canadiens are snorting cocaine in the dressing room. We are cooking. We are cooking. I don't think our first line got a point in that game. I'm not going to lie. And we still scored 5. If our first line can go pointless and we can get 5 goals by the end of regulation, we are cup bound. I just spat everywhere when I said that, but that's okay. I'm not worried about it. I'll clean it after. I promise. Game 2. No setting change. This is our barn, and they score first. Adam Fox. I almost said Adam Fox. He scored again. He scored again. It took him 6 seconds to score 2 times. This guy. Okay. And there goes Lafreniere. Okay, they were due. They were due for a game. This offense is good. They can put some biscuits in the net. I'm not worried about it. It's game number 2. We knew they were due. I would score again for the rest of the series. That would put a Joker smile on my face. We're down 5-0. I'm not worried about it. We're out shooting them. That's all I really care about. Down 6-0. All right. Into the third period. Down by 6. This game is out of reach. This game is out of reach, but the series is what really matters. There goes Slavkovsky. A no shutout for Shesterkin. Power play again. Nothing from it. 8 to play. This is fine. This is fine. We scored 5 in game 1. Didn't get any in game 2. They score 6 in game 2. Hopefully, they will get none in game 3. I'm not hitting the panic button just yet. I'm not really worried about it. Let's go. First setting change of the series. We are at Madison Square Garden in New York. The place is bumping. The roof is about to fly to Queens, and there goes Trent Free. Okay, now I'm a little bit worried. Now I'm a little bit worried. An early I stacked the power play. I'm double shifting everybody, and we just can't seem to find the net. We're out shooting them 19-2. They got 3 shots in the whole first period, and one of them went in. All right, all right. Go crazy, Adden Hill. Go crazy. Just as long as we're tied, it's a 2-frame game. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. Adden Hill or Adden Ross. Adden Hill, Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. I might have spoken. Okay, there we go. Suzuki gets us tied. I was about to say Adden Ross. Fuck me. I said it again. I'm just gonna not talk. I can't even say this guy's name properly. Kirill Marchenko with 39 seconds left in the second period gives us that lead. Come on, boys, hold it. Hold it. Help out your goalie. Collapse the neutral zone. Chip and chase, boys. Come on. Just hold on to it, boys. That's all we need to do. Just hold the lead. Rag the puck for all I care. Take 57 icings. I don't even care. Just the less time the puck is in our zone, the better. We are going to win this hockey game. Uri Slavkovsky with 1:30 left to go. 5-2 is the score of game number 3. I'm starting to see a trend here in the goal scoring. So we score 5 in game 1, and then we score 1 in game 2, and then we score 5 in game 3. And it remains yet to be seen what we score in game 4. Uh, but I'm seeing a pattern. I don't know if you guys are seeing it, but it's a worrying one. It is a worrying one, but no less, we are leading the series, and that is all that matters. Game number 4. I'm set it 2 series in a row, and I'm gonna make it 3. The most important game of the series. Come on, boys. Just set the tone. Claude Giroux, 40 seconds into the game, the very first shot. The tone has been set here at MSG. Come on, power play. Now would be the time, boys. Sam Gagner scored shorthanded. This is the best hockey player to ever live. Sam Gagner on that fourth line. First line penalty kill. And there he goes. 3 by the end of the first. Caden Gooley busts the balls of the New York Rangers. Uri Slavkovsky starts the second period off on the right foot. Come on. Come on, boys. Keep the offense coming. Maybe now I would stop. I would save some goals for game 5. But I'm loving what I'm seeing. I love just knowing that we have the capacity to rip the balls off our opponents. We are going into the third period of game number 4 with a 5-1 lead. Can we get it done? Not a good start. Not a good start. Philip Hedl alone in the slot. Ched. But we're still up 3. Still up 3 with 10 to play. Come on, boys. Just dump and chase. Collapse the neutral zone. Play a 1-3-1. Come on, 3 to go. And we are going to win the most important game of the series for 3 consecutive series. And we are now up 3-1 in the Eastern Conference Final. We have a chance to go to the Stanley Cup Final in front of our home fans. This is what dreams are made of in Montreal. I'm changing nothing. We've been winning up to this point. I have full confidence in my hockey club. Game 5 at Center Bell in Montreal. Power play New York. Killed. Not early. Come on. Hold it, boys. Just hold it. We have been playing so well with a lead all series. We need that to continue. We need it to continue. Ends, we're winning. No yapper. No. There might have been a need for a little bit of blabber because Max Pacioretty, the former Canadien, ties the game. But Sean Farrell, man, the greatest rookie in history. Power play New York, killed. Not even worried about it. Not even worried about it. Come on, boys. That's a ball buster from Adam Fox. Absolute ball buster of a goal. Just get to the third tide, and I'm not worried about it. It is a one-frame game. It is officially a one-frame game. The next goal could be the goal. We got to come out hot. We got to rest your legs, boys. Eat a Builder's bar in between periods. Suck back a Gatorade. Just come out flying. Come out wheeling. And come out snizzing. Let's go. Third period. Game. Good start. I'm not loving the start here. Capo Caco scores. They have had 2 goals from that tough angle in this game. Don't love it. We are getting late now, boys. We need one. We need one big here, boys. Power play New York. That's not good for us. That is not good for us. Somebody late, and it's Zibanejad with the empty net. Pacioretty again, just because he feels like it. We're going to game 6. I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about it. They 100% were due for a game like that. They had been kept relatively at bay, scoring wise, for the whole series. They were due for a game like that. I'm a little bit curious as to where the production from the first line has gone. The only dude who I've seen on the score sheet on the first line in this series is Patrick Kane, and majority of them I think were power play goals. So Suzuki, Caulfield, like what's going on, buddy? Like what's happening here? I mean Suzuki still he's still point per game. Caulfield is just about point per game. I mean I don't know what changes to make. Like I can't really move Cole Caulfield down to like the second line. Like that's just not an option. Hill, I mean that 900 save percentage kind of kills. But I mean, he's been getting results. Like, he's been playing really consistently. It's just he's had 2 blow-up starts, and that's about it. That is about it. But other than that, he's been playing really well. You know what? Nope. We were in this exact spot in the last series, and I decided to let him ride. I'm making the executive decision. I'm going to let Adden Hill buck. I'm going to let him cook. It paid off for me before. Game 6, on the road. It's going to pay off for me again. Maybe not. Maybe it won't pay off for me again. Tomas Nosek opens a scoring from the blue line for the Rangers. Come on, boys. We just got to get back in it. We just got to get back in it. This is not a crushing deficit. This is a 2-goal deficit, boys. It's not crushing. Come on the power play. Christ, man. Our power play's got to be like 2 per. Oh my god, that's the biggest my balls have ever been busted. Oh, Artemi Panarin has sunk my battleship here in the first period. 44 seconds to go. He extends the lead to 3. But you know what they say? It's the worst lead in hockey. But I really don't think the Rangers are going to be choking this on front of their home fans. Come on, Kirby Dach gets us back within 2. That's all we needed. We're just on the board. We got some momentum. There goes Patty Kane. We got Old Mo on our side. Come on, power play for us is killed, but that's just average. That's typical at this point. Come on, we have Old Mo. We're on a roll. There we go. It's Nick Suzuki. I called him out, and he gets on the score sheet. That's exactly what I need from my top line. Dach, Kane, Suzuki. They make it a one-frame game. We're out shooting them by 9. Somebody needs to do it. That's all I'm going to say. Somebody needs to get out there and do it. Third period, game 6. Cole Caulfield. Oh, he's sexy. Oh, and Kirby Dach. Caulfield and Dach early. I call out Suzuki. I call out Caulfield, and they get on the score sheet the very next game. Suzuki has 2. Caulfield has 1. These boys up north are cooking. 3 to play. 2, 1. Here we go from MSG with less than a minute remaining and a 1-goal lead for the Montreal Canadiens. We just need to play dump and chase for 40 more seconds, and we will be in the Stanley Cup final. The goalie is pulled for the New York Rangers. That was a trip behind the net. And that has iced the game. Cole Caulfield now with the puck. Hoffman. Both teams have an empty net. When has that ever happened before? Oh, the Rangers net isn't empty, but that's okay. With that touch of the puck and 14 seconds on the clock, this hockey game is over. PPD 1, no. Defensive strategy, tight point. Protect the net, boys. Protect the net. That's all I asked. Just don't be stupid here. Is all I'm going to say. Don't be silly with 14 seconds left and the lead of the hockey game. Do not be silly. Come on. Come on. Dach. Back to Marchenko. We win the game. Caden Gooley now shot on. Is saved by Shesterkin. 9 seconds are on the clock. Sam Gagner's helmet has a gigantic crater. And as time ticks down, the Montreal Canadiens are going to advance to the Stanley Cup final. For the first time since 1993, the Montreal as the Panthers, and before that, the Islanders. These Canadiens own the state of New York, and it's not even close. Kirby Dach was a stud this series. Uri Slafkovsky has been a stud all postseason. Is he touching the trophy? No, he's not. Good move, Nicholas. Good move, buddy. Look at that ugly-ass smile on that guy in the suit. The hell is that? It feels good, man. It feels real good. And so the Eastern Conference Final has only lasted 6 games, But the Western Conference Final has gone the distance. The Edmonton Oilers versus the Anaheim Ducks is in Game 7. The winner of this game will be our opponent, and the winner of that will bring home Lord Stanley. Game 7, probably in Edmonton. Here we go. Game 7 tonight. Tonight. Who is it? It's the Edmonton Oilers. Have knocked off the Anaheim Ducks in Game 7, and I'm not gonna lie to you. That is a less than favorable outcome for us. I would have loved the Ducks in that spot. That would have been unbelievable. Um, but unfortunately, it is the Edmonton Oilers, and very fortunately, it is an all Canada Stanley Cup final. The Stanley Cup is headed north of the 49th to either the shit stain Edmonton Oilers or the skid mark Montreal. Come on. All right. Let's see what we're working with here points wise. I'm getting hyped for this series. If anybody doesn't know, the Edmonton Oilers are my favorite team in real life. So it's going to be hard for me to beat them in 4 games, but it just has to happen. Nick Suzuki, I called him out. 20 points in 17 games. Cole Caulfield, I called him out. He's point per game. Giroux, Slavkovsky, Doc, Farrell. 14 points in 17 games. This guy is having the best rookie playoff run of all time. Newhook Hoffman, 7 goals, 3 assists. This guy's a stud. Let's see what we're up against. We know the Oilers are deadly. McDavid, but are they deep enough to get it done? Let's see. Draisaitl 96, McDavid 98, Hyman's at a 90, Kane 85, Nuge 91. This team is not deep at all. The bottom 6 of this team is god awful. Derek Ryan, if Dylan Holloway is the best player in your bottom 6, and I mean no disrespect to Dylan Holloway, love him to death. But if Dylan Holloway is the best player in your bottom 6, you should not be in the Stanley Cup final. And I know saying that is going to come back to bite me in the ass, but maybe that's just how I feel. Fucking Connor Grundstrom is here. Oh, Carl Grundstrom. Nurse, Bouchard, Ekholm and Ceci, Broberg, and Montreal Canadiens legend. Wi-Fi has somehow found his way onto the Edmonton Oilers. Free agent signing, I guess. I think he was a free agent when we let him go. This team is beatable. This team is very beatable. Stuart Skinner in between the pipes. Stuart Skinner, what is new? He is playing like a beatable goalie. What about Jack Campbell? Is he getting some looks? Jack Campbell has had 1 L, and he is also playing like a beatable goalie. This team is very beatable. One thing I noticed, on the defensive side of their puck, they do not have the 3 big studs that we have become accustomed to facing. On the Islanders, Panthers, and Rangers, they all had 2 90s on that first line and at least an 86 on that second line. The Edmonton Oilers do not have that. This team looks considerably weaker than any other team we have faced so far. The only thing I'm scared about with this team is the top 6. Draisaitl, McDavid, and Hyman is going to be disgusting and absolutely impossible to keep off the score sheet. How has McDavid been playing so far? 106 points. 28 points in 20 games for Connor McDingles. Ouch. Zach Hyman. What do we got here? 98 points in the regular season. He's 21 and 20. All right, this team is putting up points in the top 6, but other than that, we have the edge. I think we can get it done. I'm not going to lie, but I've talked a big game, and historically, when I talk a big game, I do not get a big result. Let's see. So they beat off the Ducks in 7. We beat off the Rangers in 6. The Stanley Cup is coming north of the border. Oilers versus Habs. Game number 1 in Center Bell. Let's get into it. I'm going to say before the game starts, set the tone early. Set the tone early. Establish your presence. Okay. Raphael Lavoie just made his Major League debut. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? And there he goes. Connor McDavid on the power play and Evander Kane. Oh my god. This is a really good first period from these Montreal Canadiens. Down 3 in the first 7 minutes. This is not the real life Edmonton Oilers. I'll tell you that much right now. Right now, second period, we can still climb back into this. There was a game against the Rangers. We were down by 3. I think it was game 6. We were down by 3. We came back, tied it, and won. And there's 2 quick ones. 2 back-to-back bangers. Come on. We're out shooting them. We just need to skate faster, win some puck battles, and put the puck in the net. All right, end of the second. We're down by 1. End of the second, we're down by 1. We can come back from this. A 1-goal lead is nothing for the best offense in hockey. Let's go. Let's go. On front of your home fans, boys. You cannot disappoint them. This is your first trip to the Stanley Cup final in 20 freaking years. You got to get it done. You got to get it done in game number 1. 7 to play. 5 to play in Montreal. Somebody late. I need ya. Caulfield, Suzuki, Kaner, please somebody. And nobody is there. Nobody can hear my cries. The Montreal Canadiens cannot. We have lost in game 1 before, and we have lost by 1 goal before, but the important thing to remember is we have also come back harder, come back stronger, and come back deeper after a loss. The turn of the month, June number 1st, the year of our Lord 2025, in Montreal. Again, no setting change. First period, boys. Set the freaking tone. Power play. 4 on 3. No goals. I'm not shocked. I am not shocked. This team is inept with the man advantage. Power play Edmonton. We kill it off. That is unbelievable. Okay, and they score first again. It's Draisaitl. And Marchment ties it right back up. Mr. Consistent. We are looking for our first lead of the series. And it's a 2-frame game. The first period ends by a score of 1-1. Stuart Skinner is human. Adden Hill is not. But here we go. Second period. 2-frame game. And freaking Rafi Lavoie, man. This guy's 80 overall on the second line. But there's Patty Kane. There's Patty Kane. It was never. And there's our first lead of the series. Patty Kane again. Mr. 2 times. Mr. freaking 2 times on the power play for Edmonton. It's killed off. They have not scored on the power play in this hockey game. End the period, boys. End it strong. End it strong, boys. Come on. 20 more minutes. 10 more shifts. Get out there. Get it done. Claps on the goalie. 1-3-1 in the neutral zone. Pucks in deep. Keep the puck out of the defensive zone at all costs. Third period. Here we go. Up by 1. Come on. We're out shooting them. We are out shooting them. We just need to out defense them. Power play, please. Just 1. Okay, never mind. We were halfway through. Power play, Edmonton. Oh, 3 to play. 3 to play. 2 to play. 1 to play. Power play. That's iced it. There we go. We are back in this series, boys. We are back in it. Just like that. We are bang, bang, bang. Right back in it. That's all it took was 1 game, and now we are ready to bang. We are ready to bang. That's all I'm gonna say. Game number 2 in Edmonton. Oh man. Oh, I didn't mean to pause. And we score first. Mason Marchment is the best player I have ever traded for in any GM mode of all time. This guy is Mr. Consistent on that 4th line. Here we go. Power play, boys. Come on. Just get 1. Just get 1 on the power play, please. Kane ties it up. That's a bit of a ball buster, but it's okay. Can we make it a two-frame game? Yes, we can. We have won a two-frame game before. The last freaking game was a two-framer, and we got her done. Come on, boys. Just come out hot in that second period. Set the tone, get the lead back, and just keep it. And just keep it. Come on, we're out shooting them. How many times have I said that? How many times have I said that? 10 to play. Come on. Come on, boys. Oh, we're getting late. Power play Montreal. Still nothing on that power play. I gotta go into the lines after this game because something needs to be done. Mason Marchment has busted the balls of the entire province of Alberta, minus Calgary. They're super happy to see that. 47 seconds left in the second period. Mason Marchment grabs Stuart Skinner by his balls and tucks one into the net. We are up by one into the third period. We have been here before and we have gotten it done. Deep breaths. Deep breaths. In through the mouth, out through the nose. We're good. We are good. Just close it out, boys. How many times am I going to say it? 1-3-1 in the neutral zone. Pucks in deep. Dump and chase. Claps. Everybody. Get on McDavid. Shove your stick up his ass. Do whatever you have to do to keep him off the puck. Come on. We are halfway through. We got 7 to play. Come on. We got 5 to play. Come on, boys. Just keep holding. Hold it. 2 to play. Come on. Come on. Yes, boys. There it is. That is the absolute type of snoozer game that you have to win if you want a Stanley Cup. This might be the best offense in hockey, but if we are winning games by a score of 2-1, as well as by a score of 5-1, we are going to get the Stanley Cup. We now lead the series 2-1. I've said it against the Rangers. I've said it against the Panthers. I've said it against the Islanders, and I'm going to say it against the Oilers. Game number 4 is the most important game of the series. We have won it in every series previous. No changes in the lineups. We are cooking. Here we go. Here we go. Power play right off the bat. Okay, it wasn't on the power play. I was about to scream so loud. It wasn't on the power play, but it was right after it ended. Old Mo was on our side for that one. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. 5 to play in the first, and it's tied. Carter Savoie. That's fine. That's fine. We have won every single two-frame game in this series so far. There have been 2 of them, and we have swallowed them both. Come on. Two-frame game. Come out hot, come out wheeling, and come out dealing. Not what you like to see. Zach Hyman on the power play. We couldn't silence their power play for much longer, so that's fine that they get 1. 5-on-3. Don't do that. Okay? Do not do that. If there's ever a team that you do not want to go down 2 men against, it would be this one. This is the best power play of all time. Power play late for us. Of course, we can't score. Come on, boys. Fight back. Just fight back. You got 15 minutes left. That's plenty of time. Fight back. You are okay. Now you're dead. I was just about to say you are not dead yet, but now we are. Cole Caulfield maybe on the power play. Cole Caulfield again on the power play again. Another power play. Boys, come on. Come on. Come on. You're not dead yet. Okay, now you are. Connor McDavid ices the game. What the hell was that power play situation, bro? That was wild. 50 seconds left. That is the end of the game. What happened? Okay, so Draisaitl to... Oh, what the hell was that? This was a really bad thing that happened to the Oilers. Ryan McLeod goes. As soon as he comes out, Leon Draisaitl goes. And then as soon as he comes out, Carter Savoie goes. Brutal stuff from the Oilers. Almost allowed us to get back into it, but just not quite. It was too little too late. We are losing Game 5, and it is now a best of 3. It is the first team to win 2 games. And fortunately for us, 2 of them will be on our home ice. Boys, you don't need to go through customs. You don't need to worry about customs. You don't have to bring any American cash with you because you're back home in Montreal and you're staying in Canada for the whole series. This is what dreams are made of. I have to make some changes to the power play. I'm nervous, boys. I am I am shitting myself right now. Those changes to the power play hopefully are going to make us the better team for the remainder of this series, but it is a best of 3. It is a first 2 out of 3. Game 5 is absolutely pivotal. Man, you have to play well coming off a loss, especially coming off a loss where you just were not the better team. And that was last game. We were not a good team last game and we lost. We have to come back hot. Darnell Nurse, who has never scored a goal before in his entire life, gets the first one on the board here in game 5. You got to fight back, boys. You got to fight back. You got to stay out of the penalty box and you got to fight back. Come on, somebody late. Okay, end of the first. Down by 1. We've been here before. We have been here before, boys. We need to get this done. We need to get this done. Somebody go out and do it. That's all I'm going to say. They're doubling our shots. Okay. Son of a bitch, man. Son of a bitch. Oh my god. Alright, Caulfield on the power play. Guys, we have to stay out of the box. We have to stay out of the box. We're not scoring any goals from the penalty box. Oh my god. I don't know what to do, man. There's nothing I can do. That is an absolute heartbreaker of a game. That is just an absolute throttle job by the Edmonton Oilers. We have to be due. That's all I'm going to say is we have to be due. Oh man, we have not scored the volume of goals that I know we have in us this series. 2 goals, 3 goals, 2 goals, 3 goals, 1 goal. I mean, our offensive capabilities have not been up to snuff, and our defensive capabilities have been, to put it lightly, pathetic. They have been absolutely pathetic. And if we're going to win, it's going to be in 7. We have one more game to force a game 7. And game 7 is where we're going to have to get it done. But before we even think about that, it has to be game 6 in oil country on the road. I'm not loving how this is shaping up. Should I change the goalies? Ugh. I am hesitant to do so, but I really feel like it can't be that bad of an idea. Because, I mean, 893, 337 in the postseason? Like, that's supposed to be my starting goalie? But then if I switch to Fleury and we lose anyway, like, what was it for? Oh, man, something in me is telling me that if it's gonna be anybody, God, but look at these numbers. I don't know where these numbers are coming from. Is Adden Hill getting pulled? And this is where Fleury is playing? Because, I mean, this is hard to ignore. I'm going to do it. I'm going to switch goalies. I'm going to switch goalies. Something inside of me is telling me that I've just made a mistake. But looking at the stats on paper, Marc-Andre Fleury has been the better goalie out of the two that I have. I know they say trust your gut, but in this instance, I'm trusting what's on paper. Marc-Andre Fleury, buddy, you're 40. This might be your last ride, but I mean, he's been here before. He is a three-time Stanley Cup champion. He knows what it takes. And I feel that he is going to bring us a win in Game 6 and then another one in Game 7. Here we go. Game 6 on the road. This is do or die for the Montreal Canadiens. We got to come out flying early, boys. We got to get the first goal, and we can't relinquish. We got to come out hot. There we go. 10 to play in the first. 10 to play in the first. Just as long as they're not on the score sheet, I'm fine with us not being on the score sheet. There we go. It's Claude Giroux from the blue line. Rips it. And we are leading the hockey game at the end of the first period. I got no blabber. I got no chip chat. I got no yap. I got nothing to yap about. We're just gonna play our game. Nuge scores, that's fine. We are just gonna play our game, and we are gonna win a hockey game. That's a long penalty. That is a long penalty, but somehow we kill it. Somehow we kill it. Who took that long ass penalty? Gustav Lindstrom took a double minor. You clown. You are hardly even on the team in the first place, and you're going to take a double minor behind the net, behind the opposition net in the Stanley Cup final in an elimination game? You are a clown, Gustav Lindstrom. But it is a one-frame game. And the next goal could be the goal. Cole Caulfield, I'm calling him out by name. I need you, buddy. Patrick Kane, I need you, buddy. Uri Slavkovsky, I have never needed you more. Mr. Consistent on the fourth line. Mason Marchment, step up with a huge goal. This could be the final period in Montreal Canadiens hockey for this season. It needs to be a good one. Come on, boys. There's no going back now. There is no going back. Come on. Come on. 15 to play. Just take it slow, boys. Just keep them off the sheet. Keep them off the sheet. We got halfway through. We got 8 to play. We got 8 to play. This is ballbuster territory. This is ballbuster territory. This is ballbuster territory. Oh, we are going overtime. Come on, puck drop here in overtime in Game 6. It's won by Suzuki. Here we go. That's a long lead pass up to Suzuki. He's in a load to Caulfield on the backhand. He can't get the shot off. But we took a penalty, or we took a power play. We took a power play here in overtime. 20 seconds in, Leon Draisaitl goes to the box for a slash. This is our opportunity, boys. This is our chance. This is our chance. Come on, I want that first line out there. Am I not the fucking coach, boys? Come on. First line out there. Oh, we have to get it done, boys. We have to get it done. Why is Mike Hoffman? What the hell is this power play unit? What on earth is this, bro? Giroux, Hoffman, and I don't even know who 57 is, bro. What is this power play unit? It's Farrell? Dude, what am I seeing? All right, Hoffman breaking it in with Giroux. He's looking for a pass. Try and get it in the slot. He's bumped off the puck. He gets it back, though. No, he doesn't. Keep it in the zone, boys. Here we go. Hoffman. Board play. Scores it in the neutral zone. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Suzuki up the goalie. Just don't turn it over in the defensive end. That's all I ask from you. Come on. Just skate up with it, boys. Suzuki now. Toe drags into the defender. We love to see that. Fucking Wi-Fi, man. He's going to score, dude. I know he is. Come on, Giroux. Score, please. Claude Giroux! God, boys, come on. Come on, Sean Farrell. Working it deep now. Working it deep. Over to Gooley. Gooley, get rid of it. Suzuki out in front. That was a grade A chance, but a 10-beller by Stuart Skinner. Come on, boys. Come on. We got full pressure now. We got full pressure now. All right, and they're going to get it out. They are going to get it out. We had full pressure, but now it's gone. Ryan McLeod working in. He can't get the shot off. Now, but he's bumped off the puck. Come on, boys. Boys, come on, man. Okay, Nuge is dead. The boys are getting greasy. Wow. Sean Farrell in front of the net, grade A opportunity, and the rookie does. Game 7 of the final. Marc-Andre Fleury was absolutely the right choice. He comes into the net. He hadn't played in 2 months, but he comes into the crease when we needed him most, and he allows one goal. But man, are we due for an offensive outpouring? I mean, look at the way the goals have gone in this series. We have scored one in regulation. We scored one in regulation. We scored three. We scored two. We scored three. We scored two. We do not have a game in this series where we have scored more than 4 goals. We are absolutely due. Pardon me. If you look at the Edmonton Oilers, they scored 5 in back-to-back games. They have had their offensive outpouring. We have not yet had ours. Cole Caulfield, Nick Suzuki, Patrick Kane, they have all been silent for this series. Game 7 is going to wake up the beast in this first line. Fellas, if it ends here, I am happy with how far we've come. This team has played so well. This team has given it absolutely everything they've got. But I think that they still have more to give. Marc-Andre Fleury, I need you in the biggest freaking way right now. Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, Patrick Kane, I have never needed you motherfuckers more. Game 7, Stanley Cup final. I really do not want to hit simulate, but I have to. Fellas, there's no going back. It is now or never here in Center Bell in Montreal. Power play for the Oilers. That is a horrible way to start this hockey game. Horrible way to start this hockey game, but we kill it. We kill it. It's like I said last game. If we keep them off the sheet, I'm fine if we're not on it. We just need to be the first team on it. That's all I ask. They are dominating us in the shot department, but Marc-Andre Fleury he's playing like he's 25 again. And boys, stop me if you've heard this before, but it is a 2-frame game. Stop me if you've heard this before, but we excel in those 8 shots for Montreal. We are not playing to the pedigree that I know we can. There is 40 minutes of hockey left. Somebody needs to go out and do it. Second period. Somebody needs to go out and do it. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. Halfway through the game, no score. We are still. Oh my God, Alex Newhook! That is the biggest goal of his young career. Mason Marchman, Mr. Consistent. Okay, Zach Hyman gets it back within 1. I will hold my celebration. I will hold my celebration. But Mr. Consistent on that 4th line has just scored the biggest goal of his NHL career. Fellas, there are 20 minutes of ice hockey left to be played in regulation. Stanley Cup Finals, Game 7. Somebody is going to have to go out there and do it. Who is it going to be? Come on. Marc-Andre Fleury. Mike Hoffman, you are the best player in history. And Slavkovsky. Oh, come on, boys. Hold on to it. 1-3-1 in the neutral zone. Dump and chase. And on the power play! Jacob Chikrin, it took us until the very last game of the season to score on the power play. But Jacob Chikrin gets it done. And the Montreal Canadiens. The Edmonton Oilers. Not the Edmonton Oilers. Oh my god. Okay, Kirby Dog. Just be that guy, pal. Just be that guy, pal. Oh my god. Kirby Dog with his 7th of the playoffs, 15 seconds before a Stanley Cup victory. Just what an absolute power move. Oh my god, and the first line is out there. We couldn't have drew it up any better. The Montreal Canadiens are 15 seconds away from their first Stanley Cup championship since 1993. We have been through trial after tribulation. It was not smooth sailing in this Stanley Cup final, but when it's all said and done, our names are on the cup. The Montreal Canadiens are Stanley Cup champions. Oh my god. The Game 6 goaltending change might prove to be the greatest managerial decision that I will ever make. And there is nothing but a smile on my face as we watch that handshake line. And Claude Giroux, the Conn Smythe winner, 20 points. I mean, he pulled that out of his ass. Holy, the trade deadline acquisition. All we traded for him for was the depth, but he went on and won the Conn freaking Smythe. But here it is. Lord Stanley and Cole Caulfield, buddy, skate out there and grab it. You deserved it, man. And as the confetti rains down through the Bell Center. Oh, it's Nick Suzuki. I forgot he was our captain. My fault. My fault. As the confetti rains down, Nick Suzuki will raise the Stanley Cup above his head. The Montreal Canadiens have gone the distance. Oh, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. Who is going to hoist the cup next? I don't know why Cal Foote is an option and Cole Caulfield is not. But I'm going to go with Patrick Kane. Go out there, buddy, and lift. And over your head, Patrick Kane, for the 4th time in his career, is a Stanley Cup champion. Oh, man. He had a rocky last couple years of his career, but he comes to Montreal. He wins himself a cup. Who is going to do it next? It has to be Adin Hill. It has to be Adin Hill. He is the guy who we counted on throughout the regular season and again through the postseason. He proved to be invaluable throughout the, 24 games that we played. Adin Hill, have another lap, buddy. Have another lap. You earned this more than anybody else. And the final guy to hoist the Stanley Cup above his head, it's going to be the man of the future. It's going to be Juraj Slafkovsky. Number 20, the power forward on that second line. He's going to lift it above his head. He's going to give it a couple smooches. And he's going to savor every moment. Oh my god. When the lights were the brightest, Slafkovsky was at his best. There's Kaner. Congratulations to everybody. Let's see this picture, boys. We got to see this picture. Oh, smiles on the faces of these Montreal Canadiens. That is a picture, boys. Oh, and it feels so good. And it feels so good. What is this? Oh my god, this is sick as shit. This is so awesome. What is this? I haven't seen this before. Do we get to see our names on the cup? Oh my god, we do! Brother! Zemgus Girgensson gets his name on his cup. Oh my lord. That is sick as hell, dude. That is so awesome. Oh, and who are the 3 stars? We don't know. We don't get to see. Oh man. Okay, I will go on and award my 3 stars of this Stanley Cup Finals Game 7. It's got to be the third star of tonight's game for me is gonna be Alex Newhook. He scored the first goal of the game. He got the boys' legs under him, and he brought that shit home. Alex Newhook is tonight's third star. Second star is gonna be Mr. Consistent on that fourth line. I mean, he played well throughout the whole run, but I mean, he got us over the hump in the end. And first star, who else would it be besides Marc-Andre Fleury? He came into the series when we needed a goalie the most, and he allowed 2 goals. Marc-Andre Fleury, buddy, you are that guy. Oh my god, and it feels so good. It feels so good. Oh my god. Nick Suzuki with 26 points in 24 games, Cole Caulfield with 23 and 24, and Patty Kane with 24, 22 and 24. That first line kind of went a little bit quiet in that Stanley Cup final, but they pulled through when we needed them most, and they will always have their name on that Stanley Cup because of it. The Conn Smythe winner with 20 points in 24 games. I do not know how this guy won the Conn Smythe over Nick Suzuki, but we will take it. Uri Slavkovsky, the man of the future with 19 points. Newhook. Oh my god, this guy was absolute a stud in the making for this Alex Newhook guy. Sean Farrell, his rookie postseason run, and he pulls through in spades for the Stanley Cup champion Montreal Canadiens. Doc. Oh, hang on. Forwards. Doc, Hoffman, Marchment, Kanye. First, he was Edmonton Oilers legend Sam Gagner, but now he is Stanley Cup champion Sam Gagner. Kirill Marchenko on that third line. On the defensive end of the puck, it was Chikrin who led the way for us, followed by Gouli and Valimaki, Foot, York, and Mr. Double Minor, Gustav Lindstrom. In between the pipes, we were led by none other Adden Hill, but we were fulfilled by Marc-Andre Fleury, 4-time Stanley Cup champion, 40-year-old Marc-Andre Fleury in what very well might be his very last kick of the can. Marc-Andre Fleury goes out there, stands on his head, and brings Lord Stanley north of the border for the first time in, what is that, 20 years? No, 30. For the first time in 30 years, Marc-Andre Fleury. Oh my god. And how poetic it is that the last Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup or to win the Stanley Cup is also the team that breaks Canada out of their Stanley Cup slump. Fellas, before we wrap up this video, I think it's worth recapping our journey to the Stanley Cup. The first series, we absolutely dog walked the New York Islanders. Patrick Kane and Cole Caulfield were absolutely stunning in that series. The goal scoring came out in droves, and so did the birdies on the golf course for those New York Islanders. In that second series, we dispatched the Florida Panthers in 6 games. That one overtime game absolutely gutted me. That was an absolute heartbreaker, but it doesn't matter because a very beautiful goaltending performance from Adden Hill brought us out of that series on top. And in the Eastern Conference Final, we went back to New York to face those New York Rangers. That team was star-studded. Panarin, Zibanejad, Fox. Thankfully, their stars were a little bit asleep for that series. They had two sweeps in a row, but they just couldn't get it done against these Montreal Canadiens. And then our toughest task awaited us in the Stanley Cup Finals. The Edmonton Oilers took us all the way to 7 games. They had us on the brink of elimination after game number 5, but these Montreal Canadiens were absolutely unfazed, led by an absolutely gritty and gutful performance by Claude Giroux, Patrick Kane, and Jacob Chikrin. These Montreal Canadiens were able to slug 2 wins in a row and come out with their names on Lord Stanley's Cup. And it feels so good.